What's up guys, welcome back to Just Pure Cars. You join me on a very chilly morning here in the UK. It's like -6. I want to keep this a little bit brief. So today I'm doing a little roundup of all the latest news stories that's come out of the car world. And of course I want to hear your opinions and obviously any suggestions on anything you'd like me to cover in the future. So let's get going. Now the first story I want to cover today is the latest spy shots that we've seen from the up-and-coming Toyota Supra. As you may know, Toyota are relaunching the Supra brand. And AutoExpress this week captured some new shots of the pre-production model out on the road being tested. Now we don't get obviously a true look at what the car is going to end up being like, but we get a much better version than we've seen in the past. You can really see the distinctive tail on this thing, that old school duckbill tail that you're going to have on the back. And you may or may not know that actually the Supra is a shared platform with BMW. Toyota and BMW have come together to do this joint venture, and BMW are producing the Z5, which is there to rival the Porsche 718 Boxster. And they're going to share obviously the same base platform, which originally is based on the Modern 3 series, but the BMW is actually going to have the rear axle from the M3 M4, so we can expect to see a hardcore M version of that come in as well. But for me, I'm more excited about the Supra, because if you're like me, a child of the 90s, seeing one of those 1990 Supra 3-litre twin turbos on the road, that was like seeing a Ferrari or McLaren today. So they were so iconic, they were super loud, they were super quick, and just amazing to see. So I can't wait to see what this new version is going to look like, and I really hope that they can live up to the legend that was that 1990s Supra. So yeah, great job Toyota, can't wait to see what you've got coming. I think we're going to see probably the Z5 first towards the end of 2017, and then Supra sometime around end of first half, beginning of second half 2018, at least in the UK. So yeah, looking forward to that, and I'd love to hear what you think on what that new Supra might look like. Will it look like the FT1 concept? I hope so, because that thing was a beast. Okay, next up I want to talk to you about the Porsche Mission E. Now you may or not know, this is Porsche's all-electric answer to Tesla. It's just this week been announced when we can expect to see those on the road. We've seen a concept already at the recent motor shows in Geneva and Los Angeles, and they've now announced that we will probably see them in 2020. So we've got a little bit of a wait on our hands, but it's still exciting to see other manufacturers coming through with these all-electric variants. I mean, personally, I'm a massive fan of what Tesla are doing, and I cannot wait to see what other brands can bring to the all-electric market. So the design of the Porsche Mission E is kind of a hybrid between the 918 Spider and the Porsche Panamera. If you look at it from the front, you can definitely see the 918 Spider in it, and then from the rear, it's definitely Panamera. Inside, it's all going to be about luxury, and then you've got the most important things, which is that all-electric drivetrain. The rumours being in real-world petrol engine terms, we're looking at about 592 brake horsepower, 0 to 60 in about 3.5 seconds, which is fantastic considering the weight of that thing's probably going to be pretty high with all the batteries it's going to have. But for me, the most exciting thing is the charge time that they're quoting. They're expecting a rapid charge of about 15 minutes to enable you to top up and get on your way. And that's what the CEO of Porsche is saying they feel is an acceptable time for someone to wait at a service station on their way on a long journey. So if that's the case, if they can pull that off and they can get the networks of fast chargers out across each country at the time of launch, which is what they're hoping to do, then it'll be great, and anyone that can afford to buy one of these cars is going to have a really nice experience. So cannot wait to see what this thing looks like in final production spec, and yeah, really excited to see what somebody else is going to bring to the EV market. So yeah, great job Porsche, looking forward to it. 2020 on its way. Okay, so next up I want to talk to you about the Grand Tour, and we're 2 episodes in and I am absolutely loving it, as I'm sure you all are as well. We were all missing Jeremy, James and Richard doing their thing, and we have them back as good as they were before, with a lot of familiarities from the show we won't talk about. And one of those familiarities, some similarities, is the test track. Obviously, the old one was at an airfield called RAF Dunsfold, and the new one is also at another airfield. But they didn't actually say whereabouts in the country or the world it was, but some clever people have done some investigation online, and they figured out that it's actually at a place called RAF Rawton. And RAF Rawton is outside a small town called Swindon in the UK. Now, the reason I'm quite excited about that is because RAF Rawton is not a million miles away from where I actually shoot the test drive videos for this channel. So when they start filming the next series, I might be able to pop along and get some sneaky footage of them in action. So fingers crossed that can happen. As soon as we start hearing the rumours that they're out filming again, I'll head down there and see if I can capture anything. And if I do, of course, I will share it with you. And hopefully not any spoilers, but just some good behind the scenes stuff. Or they'll probably just push me away and not let me in, but you never know. We can only hope. But I'm excited about it. It means nothing to most people, but for me it's exciting because obviously it's not too far from me, so I can head along and see what they're doing. Anyway, that was just what I wanted to share with you. On to the final piece of news. Was at the weekend we had the recent finale of the Formula 1 World Championship. It was a head-to-head between Lewis Hamilton and Nico Rosberg. Nico Rosberg was leading the championship. Hamilton was obviously very close behind. He had to win the race, and all Nico had to do was come in third to be able to claim his first World Championship. Now, we all know what happened. Nico won, so congratulations to Nico. But there's been a lot of speculation around, was Lewis Hamilton using dirty tactics to try and slow the pace of the race down so other drivers could catch Nico up and try and get him out of that second or third position and back into fourth so Lewis could claim the championship? And of course he absolutely was trying to do that, but I don't think it's fair to say it was dirty tactics. End of the day, it's racing. You're in the lead, you control the pace of the race. His only chance to win the World Championship was for somebody else to overtake Nico and get him out of that third place position. There's no point him shooting off, winning by a huge margin, and with Nico having equally as fast a car and quite clearly the two fastest cars in the paddock this year, it was a no-brainer that Nico was going to win the championship that way. So his only option was to try and control the pace enough so the others could come through and potentially overtake Nico and give him a chance of claiming the championship. It didn't work out. It's been negatively reported. I don't think it's fair. At the end of the day, it's all racing, and every World Championship contender would have done the same. So fair play for Lewis for having a go. He's a great driver. But, you know, equally, even more so, actually, congratulations to Nico, a well-deserved World Championship. You put a lot of hard work in this year, and it's just been great to see you two going head-to-heads right up until the last race. So, yeah, great stuff. Okay, that's it from me. That's everything I wanted to talk about today. If you've got any thoughts or comments you'd like to leave about any of those topics, leave them in the box below. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't done so already, please hit that subscribe button. And I hope to come back to you in the very near future with more content like this, anything that's newsworthy, and also more reviews of the cars that I'm owning on my journey from family car to supercar, and obviously the new Your Car as a Star series on this channel. Anyway, appreciate you watching, guys, and I'll see you on the next one. See you later.